Welcome to Art Walk with Cassie.
If we imagine world history as a vast map, then Istanbul sits where a finger seems to press right at the center. To the west lies Europe, to the east Asia, to the south the Mediterranean and the Arab world, and to the north the Black Sea, the steppe, and the Slavic lands. Many cities matter, but few seem as destined as this one to be fought over, possessed, renamed, and rewritten by one civilization after another. Today it is called Istanbul. Earlier it was Constantinople. Earlier still, Byzantium. The story begins a very long time ago. Around the 7th century BCE, colonists from the Greek world founded a port city here called Byzantium. And by the Greek world, we do not mean the modern nation-state of Greece, but a sprawling, ancient network of city-states linked by the Greek language, Greek gods, seafaring, and trade. Byzantium was at first just one outpost among many, but its location was almost unfairly good. Ships sailing from the Black Sea to the Mediterranean often had to pass by here, and overland routes from the Balkans into Asia Minor could hardly avoid it either. Whoever controlled this city held, in effect, the throat between two continents. Later came the Persians, and the age of Alexander the Great also left its mark here. But the power that truly changed the city's fate was Rome. The Roman Empire was not merely a European country in any ordinary sense. It was the grand political framework of the ancient Mediterranean world. By the 4th century, the Roman Emperor Constantine I had realized that the empire's richest and most strategic regions lay in the east. So he enlarged Byzantium and made it his new capital. In 330 CE, the city became New Rome, though people much preferred to call it Constantinople, the city of Constantine. From that moment on, it was no longer an ordinary commercial port. It became the heart of an empire. Later, when the Western Roman Empire fell in 476, many assumed that Rome had come to an end. It had not. The eastern half of the empire endured for nearly another 1,000 years. Today we call it the Eastern Roman Empire, or more commonly, the Byzantine Empire. But to the people who lived there, they were still Romans, and Constantinople was still the capital of the Roman world. The city also gradually became the center of the Christian East. Eastern Orthodoxy and what many in the modern West know as Catholicism and Protestantism all grew out of the same early Christian tradition. But as the empire divided between East and West, the Greek-speaking Eastern Church and the Latin-speaking Western Church drifted further apart, in ritual, in theology, and in questions of authority, until they ultimately split around the 11th century. In time, the West developed into Catholicism, and later Protestantism, while the East became the Orthodox tradition, and Constantinople stood at the very heart of that Orthodox world. For much of the Middle Ages, Constantinople was a true world metropolis. It had formidable walls, a sophisticated bureaucracy, immense trade networks, and monuments like Hagia Sophia that seemed designed to humble time itself. But the greater a city is, the more likely it is to become a target. Persians, Arabs, Bulgars, and Rus all laid siege to it. Yet the heaviest blow came from supposed fellow Christians. In 1204, the Fourth Crusade never reached Jerusalem at all, but instead captured and sacked Constantinople. The Eastern Roman Empire eventually reclaimed the city, but it never fully recovered. Meanwhile, Turkic powers were rising in Asia Minor. First, the Seljuks weakened the Eastern Roman Empire. Then the Ottomans grew from a frontier principality into a formidable force. By the 15th century, the empire had been reduced to little more than Constantinople itself, a lonely old capital surrounded by new powers. In 1453, the Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II launched his final assault, using massive cannons to batter the ancient walls and ultimately taking the city. The last Eastern Roman emperor died fighting within it. Many historians regard that day as one of the symbolic endings of the Middle Ages. But the city did not die. Mehmed II did not destroy it, he rebuilt it as the new capital of the Ottoman Empire. Hagia Sophia was transformed from a church into a mosque, and new palaces, markets, bathhouses, and minarets rose across the skyline. Constantinople gradually became the Istanbul the world knows today. No longer the center of an Orthodox empire, it became the seat of a vast Islamic superpower. Especially in the 16th century, Turks, Greeks, Armenians, Jews, Arabs, and merchants from across the Balkans all gathered here, making it once again a world city where many peoples and traditions met. In the modern age, the Ottoman Empire declined, and after the First World War, it collapsed. In 1923, the Republic of Turkey was founded, and the capital moved to Ankara. Istanbul lost its place as the political capital, but not its weight as a historical center. Walk through the city today, and what you see is not only Ottoman mosques, nor only the surviving walls of Byzantium, but layers upon layers of Greek colonization, the Roman Empire, the Eastern Roman world, Orthodox Christianity, the Ottoman Age, and modern Turkey, all pressed into the same skyline. So, what makes Istanbul truly remarkable is not simply that it straddles Europe and Asia, nor merely that it is ancient. It is that for more than 2,000 years it has stood almost continuously at the center of civilizational encounters. Commercial exchange, religious division, imperial conquest, and cultural fusion. Byzantium, Constantinople, Istanbul. These are not just three names, but three identities through which the same city has been written and rewritten by the world. And that is why Istanbul remains, still and always, the crossroads of the world.
So much for today. I'm so glad you could make it. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.